Talk Buffalo Bills, mandatory minicamp beginning, but Roger Goodell drifted through on the Jim Kelly golf tournament, and he said a lot. I always look at it as an implied threat when he says Buffalo needs to get that new stadium done at some point. Do you read anything into that?
He said it before. He'll say it again. This is the way the NFL works. Yes, Buffalo, in the NFL's mind, absolutely needs a new stadium. He's going to keep pushing for it. The thing I would say for Bills fans is the Pagulas, I think, want a new stadium too, or at least they want to see how it maps out for them to have a new stadium. So you're not also in a position where, pro football talk goes right away with like the Bills are moving. Where are the Bills going? The Pagulas can't sell the Bills unless they sell the Sabres and leave Western New York and never come back again because they can't sell the Bills, move them somewhere else and stay here as the Sabres owner. So that's not happening. They have no reason to do that. Yes, and you know what? 2 years from now, after the new collective bargaining agreement is finally done in the NFL, Goodell's going to say it again, that Buffalo needs a new stadium. I don't think it's any different than what he said 3 years ago and what he'll say again in another year. I do think it will happen someday, but I don't think it's an imminent thing.
I think there's a complex involved here, too. When I hear him say that, it's almost like, remember who you are. You're Buffalo, and you're lucky to even be in this league.
Which is funny because he's a Western New York native, and it does bother me when they talk like that because, listen, you have a fan base that, despite the last 15 years of ineptitude from this team, has packed that stadium. They sell that stadium out in seasons where you're winning 4, 5, 6 games. Shut up. Get out of my face. Yeah. Get off of the golf course.
You're right from a real person's perspective. Goodell is one guy working for 32 billionaires.
Okay, fine.
And this is the way he's going to perceive it. I will say this. That stadium is, to me, it's like Silver Stadium used to be. When you're sitting in the stands looking out, it's great. The infrastructure of that place is a mess. It needs major renovations in order to compete. Things that fans will never even see.
Oh, listen, come on. It's fine. Fix it then. Fix it. Your heart and soul.
You literally have to lift the entire stadium and build tunnels around it. Now, they may build something in Orchard Park. They may build it.
I was saying, weren't they doing that to try and keep you out last season?
That's his great line.
Come on. It would have been better had you not stepped on it, Mike.
But, Rick, a lot of these people haven't been to, other stadiums, or the experience is, I think it's radically different than what you get in Orchard Park.
Yeah, I think Goodell is being politically correct. He's trying to appease the fans. He's trying to appease his boss, which is the Pagulas, and try to help them with anything that they may need if they go to decide to push for some funding or whatever. But I think he's just being politically correct and playing the role.
I don't feel like we get a hometown discount from you.
Well, no, absolutely not, because he's done nothing but, give us trouble. But here's the thing. You brought up the other stadiums thing, right? With the job I had before, I would schedule shows that I had doing stand-up comedy in other NFL cities to watch the Bills play. I have been to a dozen of them. You've been to a bunch of them. The game day experience in downtown stadiums is a nightmare. Detroit's a beautiful stadium. It sucks to go watch a game before. Same with Cleveland, right?
What's the problem?
He wants to tailgate.
Well, it's not just the tailgate.
Okay, but what about what's going to happen with the new rules on tailgating this year?
Okay, are you going to stop it? I'll go park on somebody else's front lawn. Stop me. What are you going to do? You going to send the sheriffs with a horse into my front lawn?
There's no guarantee that the new stadium would be built downtown, and
come on. They're probably all this property down there. What are they going to knock it down or build a tennis court?
They'll keep everything in Orchard Park in terms of the training facilities. There would be no reason to move that. You're worried about the tailgating. The NFL is going to slowly get away from the tailgating part of it.
I'm not just worried about the tailgating. I'm worried about the beauty of getting off the 90, driving through a residential neighborhood with sausages cooking and everyone walking and having a good time and seeing that stadium crest over the horizon. When you put a stadium downtown,
can we put some music?
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful
They're getting the violin going.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's wrong with that? Thank you. I thought you were a sports fan. I didn't know that you like malls with football fields on the inside.
I didn't even say it's got to be downtown. I'm saying is they will build a new stadium someday.
You heard it here first. Mike Catalana wants Bills to move. You heard it here
Scare
first.
people. Did the new rules with tailgating or what exactly now?
I don't know. Someone was just telling me the other day, but you're going to you can't bring a table in. They're going to give you a table, and
it's the Bills rules. It's in the Bills lots. They're not controlling the other lots where all the Duffy nonsense will come.
And I don't even do that stuff.